Happy Halloween, everybody. It's Halloween time. It is almost 1 a.m. on Halloween. I'm recording this video after my frickin' lame-ass stinky brothers have been bothering me all night. Finn's like, oh, we gotta watch the spooky scary skeleton video. And I'm like, fine. And then Tristan calls and he's like, oh, drama. Nah, not even really. He was kind of just like talking about what's going on in his life. I'm belittling him. Anyways, I've been working on this animation in Toon Boom, getting familiarized with the program as best I can. This isn't like a small project. I set out making these videos thinking that they would all be like kind of small, little pocket-sized bits of character animation. This is like this is a character that I've been sort of like, workshopping is such a silly phrase, but I've been thinking about her for a while. She comes from, I don't know what happened. I was probably just like drifting in and out of consciousness in the company of friends, and I thought of the phrase, ghosts need shoes, and I thought it was funny. I think I have like the original sketch of the phrase somewhere in the sketchbook, but hey, there it is. Ghosts need shoes. I thought it was funny. I thought it was a funny little phrase. And so I set about drawing this character. Here's the first version of her. Yeah, really all that matters is I wanted to make this cute, funny, manic pixie dream ghost, and boy did I. I've done it. Round of applause. Yeah. So, what else is going on in this? I wanted to animate to a song. I really wanted to animate like dancing, because who doesn't like dancing? There's like a couple people in my social proximity. That's what a robotic phrase. I wouldn't say I'm like friends with this band, but my friends are definitely friends with this band, and I asked if I could animate to one of their songs because I'm a big fan of their stuff, and they were like, sure. And I friggin' did it. I sent them like key poses to make sure that they were okay with it as I went along. This isn't interesting, but basically all that matters is that this is all set to a track by the super underground, super cool, and trendy password. Check them out. Listen to their stuff. They've got new music dropping in like 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure, which I'm very excited about. Yeah. So I wanted to animate her dancing. I figured that was like a pretty obvious thing for her as a character to be doing as an introduction. I like the idea that like an old pair of shoes would fall from a power line, and that would like set this scene into motion. It's like a pretty short scene. It's like a 40-second sequence, but I wanted to make it really, really polished, and it's obviously not there yet. I'm recording this with only the line art for the animation done, because it's a ghost, and it's Halloween, and I gotta get the ghost out for Halloween, or else I'm like the biggest dork on the planet. Like it's so close to something that I gotta commit and record this like as soon as possible, despite the fact that my body is barely willing to. As far as what I'm gonna do with the animation going forward, I've got big plans. I'm gonna incorporate so many different elements of Toon Boom harmony that I didn't previously have the ability to incorporate through Flash. I'm gonna have like some 3D camera movement with the backgrounds. I'm gonna have some fancy little focus shifts. I'm gonna have cool lighting effects with traffic lights and lamps and like flickering and whatnot. There's going to be particle effects. I don't super know what the program is capable of, but I'm going to assume it can do all of the things that I'm saying right now. Might be it. That might be all that I have really planned for this, but it's definitely going to be colored and look all nice and finished, and then I'm going to make it loop. I'm going to make the animation loop. I'm going to make it in a vertical video format, so it's prime content for the YouTube Shorts algorithm. Am I going to download TikTok for this? Probably not. But you know, like, come on, this character is like basically it's from a tube, from a tube in a lab with broad appeal. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I'm not like a marketing expert. I'm not in a focus group, but you know, who doesn't like a cute supernatural girl, right? Or cute supernatural anything, right? Like just things that are supernatural and cute. That's a winning combination right there. My analysis is so good. I'm gonna make a thumbnail face. Check this out. That'll be the thumbnail. Because it's Halloween. Oh, perfect. That's scary. Because it's like I'm kind of skeletal by default, but also in that moment specifically. Oh yeah, I should mention I like did not record the entire process of me animating her because it took a long time, and there would have been like 30 hours of footage or something. It would have made this video like pretty hard to digest, or I just would have like an even harder time filling the amount of dead air. The amount that I have compressed right now, it's like, I think it's like 7 hours of me animating that I then like crunched down to 15 minutes. Lessons I learned from this session. I have a bad habit of only onion skinning. If I'm doing in-betweens, I might just onion skin the previous and the next frame, which is really silly because, like, her extremities are traveling on a lot of different arcs, and their timings are often, like, pretty, like, broadly dispersed, meaning that, like, at any given moment, like, any one of her four limbs could be moving in a completely different arc than the other. So in order for me to keep track of that, I should probably like be looking further back than just the previous drawing to make sure that I'm not like completely breaking away from an arc. I think if I am gonna go back and color this, I'll probably be checking to see if like, yeah, like in these moments, her limbs are flailing out in a lot of different directions, and I should probably like iron it out, make sure that I'm not like, I don't know, it's not that I'm cutting corners, it's more that I'm like just not looking as far forward as I should be, and as far backwards as I should be. Watching like classic traditional in-betweeners, and like the amount that they hammer home like the like 1 finger back, 2 finger back technique is bonkers. Sorry, that's probably gibberish to most people. Basically, what I'm saying is that it's the animation is a lot of thought and a lot of just thinking about where things should be placed and how things work, like how our bodies work and how they move. And when I'm animating, sometimes I'm just hanging out, you know? I'm listening to music that makes me feel like I'm important and exciting when I'm not. My friend, yo, Alex, if you're watching this, criticized me. Not so much criticized, more just like gave me a hard time for how much I was like down on myself in these videos, and also how deep my voice was. It's just late, you know, and the microphone's like right here, and I'm not putting on a voice. I'm probably putting on a voice, but I'm also really tired, and also I don't have a ton of confidence. Well, no, I have a fair bit of confidence in myself, but when I'm speaking in front of a camera and into a mic, the idea of me being like boastful and like, yeah, this animation's pretty sick, and I worked really hard on it, and I think it's gonna like kind of blow your socks off. Like, while true, there's thoughts. I do have those thoughts, and I'm not saying that those thoughts are true, but saying that it is true that I have those thoughts. It's definitely like, why? Ooh, it's much easier for me to have like a lot of modesty and set the bar like pretty low. You know? I'm gonna make a fish costume tomorrow with my friends. Fish costume time. Something I like about the footage I captured here, I specifically like blocked out the last sequence and started recording it like well before I had any idea what I wanted to do for it. Like I didn't have a plan for how I would finish this little sequence. I knew where I wanted it to end, but I didn't know how I wanted it to end. And I like that you see me like kind of just like struggle, like I'm a little bit lost and not absolute. I have no idea how I'm gonna like close this thing out. So you see me blow by like 7 different ideas before I land on something that I think is like even halfway decent. I'm still not super happy with the final 2 poses, and I might change them past this point, assuming that I keep working on this thing. There's also a good chance that I'm like, I finished the part that I was excited about, and I'm like, well, that's done, and I never revisit it. No, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish this. Speak it into reality. But yeah, I think it's cool that you see me have like fail like 5 different things, and eventually find something that I think is interesting. Again, credit to Alex, who, Alex, if you're watching, thank you. She suggested that this character dances like a figure skater, like an ice skater. I think one of the two. I think they're almost synonymous, and that made me think of the spinning, which, in fairness, isn't like a one-to-one comparison with what I have this character doing at the end, but it's like, obviously that's where my mind was after she suggested that. I'm gonna go eat nuts. I'm gonna go eat, not candy, thin.